So I was thinking, you know that thing you remember from the dredge? The, symbol or whatever that you saw on the floor? Do you think it could be related to the crossbones? I mean, you've got a secret society, the dredge, New York Gold and Silver, Old Joe Bush. I think they're all somehow connected. And I'm not saying your dad is, involved, but he had that picture of Joe Bush, and he has the tattoo of that thing you remember seeing at the dredge. Don't you think that's kind of weird? I just think there's too many things to not be a coincidence. I'm gonna keep looking for that mark. Maybe Gladys will put down her shotgun long enough to talk to me if I show it to her. I think it's really great that you're talking about going outside. Bedrooms can get really gloomy, and I think it'll be good for you. Send me a note or something when you decide to crawl out of the cave. Maybe I can stage a drive-by and throw Dr. Pepper on the porch. Okay, so I did the annual interview with the ranger this morning. That's why I'm sending you this. I'm telling you, Ryan, there's something so weird. Every time I mention the dredge, people act all wrong. And this guy, well, you'll see. Okay, I hid my spy cam in my bag. I know you hate it and you're convinced I'm gonna get in trouble for it someday, but I'm telling you, people are so much more interesting when they don't know they're being filmed. And this guy, boy, was he interesting. Okay, check it out.
I do this for school, extra credit, so I'll just take a few notes if that's okay.
Sounds fine.
Okay. So your name's Daryl Bonner, and you're from Missoula.
Oh, that's right. Here on temporary assignment for the season. Should be back home by the time snow hits.
Okay. And for the weeks that you're here, what's your plan for improving the national forest around Skeleton Creek?
Not what I'm hired to do. I keep an eye on things. I maintain the trails. I tell people where to go. Things like that.
Okay. Well, what made you decide to be a wilderness ranger? I mean, why not a doctor or a lawyer or something like that?
I like the outdoors. It was either be a ranger for the Forest Service or construction, and I'm not very handy.
Okay. What do you know about the old dredge out in the woods?
Well, I know there was an accident there recently, and I understand you were there. What happened?
Hey, I'm the one asking the questions here, right?
Why were you out there?
I don't know. We were just messing around, exploring.
In the middle of the night.
Well, we didn't want to get caught.
Did you see anyone else there that night?
No. Should we have?
I guess not. Listen, they gave me your name, and they said I shouldn't be surprised that you might try to go back inside the dredge again. Now, there's some folks who assume you're going to try to do just that. I would advise against that.
What is it about the dredge that makes you so nervous?
It's a very dangerous place to be, as you've learned. Listen, we need to wrap this up.
Oh.
Stop by anytime. But don't make my job any harder than it needs to be. Okay? okay?
Yes, sir.
So what was that all about? I mean, is it just me, or does he seem, I don't know, like a guy with an agenda? And what was asking if I'd seen anyone out there? I mean, that's just weird. He's like Mr. New in town, and all of a sudden he's all protective about the dredge. I think there's something wrong about this Bonner guy. I just feel it. And there's a rumor going around that they really are going to burn down the dredge. Have you heard that? I've got to get in there while it's light. Pretty much need to do that before they burn it to the ground. Okay. So, think of me between like 10 and 11 tomorrow morning while you're, I don't know, brushing your teeth. I'm going to say I'm sick and stay home from school. And then I'm going to sneak out there while my parents are at work. Ghosts don't come out in broad daylight, right? Well, I better get going, but write to me if you can. And just like tell me what you think of everything. And if you muster up the courage to go down the stairs and get out on the porch, maybe watch out for flying cans of pop. Okay. See you, Ryan.